What are the rules of engagement on the fire line? What's the difference between a simple hose lay and progressive hose lay? How do you shoot an azimuth? What's the difference between a stable and unstable atmosphere? Is spotting more likely in a box canyon or a saddle? If you're stumbling over the answers to these questions, you probably haven't been to fire school. Following a military-like command structure, we line up our gear and ourselves for everything, and if we're late, we drop and do push-ups. Fire school is the required first step for every wildland firefighter. Our incident commander is Rod Kilner. As the incident commander, or IC, Rod brings his 15-plus years of experience with the Forest Service. He works diligently to create a supportive learning environment and provide us with as many real-life firefighting experiences.
Type of a thing, but think about it. You're in flat level ground. How can you post lookouts in potentially hazardous situations? Is that possible?
In addition to our crew boss and the IC, we have a cadre of instructors that specialize in everything from troubleshooting Mark IIIs to hazmat dangers. Whether you are the IC or a crew member, your firefighting education starts here at Fire School.
Outline, and you're going to want to bring this back probably in here.
My crew boss for the week, Ryan Bigby, is from Washington State Department of Natural Resources. Ryan has been an engine boss for 5 years and loves the job.
This is our saw compartment. We got 2 saws, 2 saw kits, one that's ready to just strap on your pack and go, and then a full complete kit with, everything you need to dump trees.
With a smile on his face and confidence in his step, Ryan dutifully lines us up and marches us from station to station to listen to lectures on weather, fire behavior, and safety. The stiff picnic benches keep us alert, learning about dry fuel types.
Swing. You don't want to swing too hard or you can screw up your readings.
After 2 days of lectures, we get some hands-on training with the various types of engines, hoses, fixtures, and pumps. Essentially, we work with everything that's used to drown fires.
If you keep, using all the hose, it would take all the water just to fill the hose.
Gonna walk down the hose, flanking it along, okay? So a couple of you go. And hose.
After we've got our hands wet with water suppression techniques, we tackle fighting fire with fire. Yes, you heard it right. We sometimes, literally, fight fire with fire.
See how nice and mellow that is? Light a little fuel on fire, light a patch of grass on fire, and then that gives your wick time to catch on fire. I don't want to pour too much, and then when I'm actually firing, then I'll hold it and drip more. When this heats up, it becomes a flamethrower. So you never swing it towards anyone. It's a big deal. Treat it like a loaded gun.
Sometimes we create intentional fires, known as prescribed burns, to reduce the overall fire hazard in an area. We also might start a fire to shift the wind and weather patterns of a fire we are trying to suppress. From troubleshooting the popular Mark III pump to using drip torches and fusees, we tried to suck up more information than smoke. That is, smoke from the practice fires.
And you want it to look like it's ready to plant potatoes.
You're going to pull the flare across that striker.
Yep.
There you go, just like that.
Now with sharpened tools and freshly oiled boots, we are ready for a, quote, real fire. Before we can even pick up a Pulaski or shovel, we get briefed on the fire situation, the approach for how we will fight the fire, and available resources, such as engines and air tankers. We also pay close attention to where our safety zones and escape routes are. Having practiced deploying our fire shelters, we are ready.
Fire coming from my feet behind me, gentlemen. Stay calm, it'll be all right. Keep your noses close to the ground. Breathe the cool air right off the dirt. Feels cool. All right, guys. Undo. Where you're at.
By now, you might be asking yourself, just who chooses to become a wildland firefighter? The archetype might surprise you. In our class, we have Nicole, Justin, Jonathan, and Crystal, who just graduated from Goldendale High School in Washington, and Wyatt, who recently accepted his first professional job as the Oregon State Invasive Species Coordinator after getting his PhD in entomology from Colorado State. Despite the range of experiences and education among our freshman firefighters, what all firefighters share is the exhilaration and adrenaline of wielding a Pulaski and creating a line that will hold the fire, the kinship of being part of the wildland firefighting community, and of course, having a job you love while being able to pay the bills. Wildland firefighters play an essential role in the resource management of our public lands. Next time you see someone wearing the signature yellow Nomex shirt and fire pants, know that they probably feel that they have one of the best jobs to be had and are helping to manage your public lands.